to subtracting integers today. Again, pretty much a review, but such an important skill for 7th and 8th graders and everybody in the whole entire world. Integer operations are huge. Okay, so learning target, you can subtract integers of same or different signs. That's what you're going to be able to do. You need to follow some rules. The first thing you always do when you see a subtraction problem is change it to plus the negative. At first. I don't always change it that way, like 5 minus 3. I don't go 5 plus negative 3, but when it's bigger numbers, that's what you should really be doing. And then you add following the addition rules. So we don't have new rules for subtraction. We want to use our addition rules, and to use those, we have to turn into addition. So 35 minus 72, you turn it to 35 plus a negative 72. Okay? And then you subtract, because they're different signs. Addition properties say if they're different signs, take their difference. So 72 minus 35. And then do I have more negatives or more positives?
More negative.
More negative. So it would be negative 37. Okay, so I turned it to plus the negative, and then I followed the addition rules. Okay. What happens when you see two negatives inside, Michael?
You change the second,
The two minuses
to plus signs.
Yep. So it turns it to plus plus. Let me show you the technical thing. That looks kind of messy, or really messy. It's really, now I'm following the rules. I turn this to plus the negative, right? And a negative is just positive. You don't have to show that. This is just the foundation. So this is what I do when I'm doing my math. I just jump from there to there. Because I see minus minus just turns to plus, right? So now I go 12, they're different signs, so take their difference. 12 minus 7 is 5, and I have more negatives. Negative 5. Again, I see the two minuses on this next example. So right away I know it's going to be plus plus. So I just rewrite it. Rewrite it pretty, please. Negative 123 plus 12. And when I say pretty, that means make one sign. Get rid of the two signs. They're different signs, so I take their difference. And I have way more negatives, so it's going to be negative. Okay, again, seeing the subtraction, I turn it to plus a negative. I have two negatives here. Be careful, this is where most kids mess up. Two negatives means I add them up, 43 plus 12, and keep it the original sign. That's the integer addition rules that we learned yesterday. If they're the same sign, you add them up and keep it the same sign. A lot of kids take that difference and they think that it's negative 31. Please don't make that mistake. That is the most common mistake between any 7th through 12th grade student. If you're negative and you're minusing, you're going more negative. All right, I want you to do, I'm just going to star some for you to do independently right now. I want you to do these first three in the left-hand column. All right, this first one, I see that I have have negative 3.5 plus 4.3. I don't have to turn to plus and negative, but they are different signs, so I take their difference. Bring down the decimal, and I have more positive, so it's going to stay positive. Okay? I'm going to use my strategy on this next one to combine like signs. So I'm going to combine my positives. I'm going to combine my negatives. They're opposite signs, so I take their difference. And there's more positive, so it stays positive. Okay, negative 28.3 minus a negative 35.1. Two minuses make a plus, right? So I write it beautifully. Opposite signs, so take their difference. And I have more positive, so I keep it positive. Okay? Next one, look at this one's nice because it already has common denominator. So I just add the numerators up, which would be negative 12 over 8. 8 goes into 12. Look how I changed this. 8 goes into 12 one time. Bring the negative down with the whole number. Okay? 4 remains, 8 as the denom, which is just a half. So I always bring that negative down with the whole number. Okay? When you're given a long expression like this, you want to change anything you can. Okay? So now I got 4 plus 10 plus 5 plus a negative 20 plus 2. Combine all my like signs. So there's a lot of lines going on here. Alright, I'm combining all of these. So 14, 19, 21 plus a negative 20, which is 1. My IC minus a negative on this next one. So I rewrite it to plus. Okay, I'm going to get a common denominator. I try, if I cannot change both, that's the route I go. So I can turn my 2 into a 6. 2 times 3, negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. So this turns into negative 15 plus 3 is negative 12 over 6. That's just division. Negative 12 divided by 6 is a negative 2. So I will want it simplified fully like that. Okay?